My wife said I was failing again. She might not have used those exact words. And the thing is, it wasn't about the money. It was about the attention. My time not at work was still consumed with thinking about work, whether it was doing dishes and watching a video lesson or when she was talking and sharing about just life. That's really hard. She pointed out that we have a shared life. Life is now. And for some reason, I was blind to seeing certain things that we share as ours. And it was such a good conversation, but it was also hard. And I realized that my mind, my attention has been on the business and work. And this is not a new thing. Years ago, when we had young kids, they're still young, don't get me wrong. It was that thing again. I couldn't turn off work because there's always more to do. And that lie that I've been believing has prevented me from being present over the past few weeks, couple of months, because there's always more work to be done. The aha moment that I came to, that you likely are experiencing too, if you have a family, if you're married, or you just have friends or someone who values your attention, if it's hard to shut off your mind from all the work that needs to be done, here's the epiphany that I got recently. I'm doing it all by myself, and I can't do all of it all the time, all at once. Now, there's a lot of alls in that, I get that, but lately I've been treating work, my business, my paid for work, because let's be real, being a parent, being a homeowner, being in the community, there's so much work that you just don't get paid for. So I want to separate the business or professional work from the life work. That aside, just remember, there's more to the word work than just what you get paid for. I know my wife feels that. I know I feel that. Focusing in on this, I get paid for work. I've been treating it like a tinkering project. Building a business is like the project I have in my garage, in my workshop, that I kind of tinker on here and there. I don't actually fix it or finish it because it's like, oh, I can try this, I can try that. And the aha is that I've been treating business with all the ideas that I have as a tinkering project, not as a commissioned project where someone is paying me to do the job. What that means, I have not decided and cut off all other options enough to where I can hand it off. We had a contractor renovate a kitchen for us a couple years ago. And this was one of the first times that the phrase change order came out. So if you're not in the freelance space or custom building space, a change order is when you work with a customer or a client and you decide on the project. In this case, it was a kitchen. Hey, this is the kitchen and the laundry room that we're gonna move. This is the paint. This is all the things. Now, if you wanna change something, we will have to go through a change order and see what cost there is to make that change. Wait, it's my project. The issue is the contractor, they schedule, they order, they do all of this work. And maybe you're on that side, you do all of this work. And then if somebody makes a change, you have to step back, you have to reassess, what do I need to reorder? What do I need to unorder? All these questions come up. And so there's a cost in time and expertise. And so I've been fronting the cost of all of my change orders because I'm DIYing all of the work. Do you get that? To DIY something, to do it yourself, means the cost is your time and your attention. And that is something that I've not let myself understand. If I were to hire someone to edit my YouTube videos, if I were to hire someone to do my marketing for me, if I were to hire someone, you fill in the blank, whatever that is for you, I would have to decide what I'm doing and pay them to do it. And then if I made a change, I would have to pay them to make the change. Oh, I actually don't want to use those graphics. I just changed my logo and you need to put this in there. Well, they've already done work. Now there's a cost that I have to pay. And lately I have been paying that cost in my attention, in my presence, when I'm not doing paid for work. So during the life work, talking about how to manage the weeds in our backyard, how to readjust our growing child's sleep and nursing schedule. Like, I'm not a part of those conversations. I mean, I am, but I'm not intentional in that. And my wife has felt so alone. So that epiphany is reaffirming why I am stepping into this space. It's ironic that I help business owners and professionals and leaders process these things, but I'm not really applying it myself. It's ironic and convicting. And so I want to encourage you, connect with me. simplifywork.io. My Make More Time Masterclass summarizes all of this. And as I'm coming back to being present, I'm reminded of the replicate ladder, which is in week 3. Educate, we template, we delegate, and then we automate. And it's those 4 simple moves. I have all the stuff in my head and I have to decide. I decide what it is and I template. I put it on a piece of paper, Google Drive, Doc, whatever. And then I can hand it to someone else. I can hire a marketing expert. I can pay someone to start my podcast. I can onboard an assistant to manage my emails, whatever that is for you. I get it out of my head into somewhere else to give to someone else, but I have to decide. What I want to encourage you to do is figure out what that is for you and just choose one. Start with one. Your email, your calendar, scheduling. You can't manage everything yourself, and when you do, that means you're not doing other work. So what is the thing that if you handed this off, it would lift up the burden that is holding you back from more? And how can you decide? Completely say, hey, this is your thing. Yes, you can tweak later, but recognize that there's a cost. There's a cost if you're doing it yourself, and there's a cost when you do that with someone else. And this will free you up. In my simplifywork.io, if you go there, you'll see the Make More Time Masterclass. And this is going to be an easy first step for you to invest in yourself and recognize that you can't manage time. You can only leverage it. You can only push in one spot to make more things happen. You can work with your talent, your tools, and your tech in a way that allows you to have freedom and peace and attention and presence where you are. And then you can design a life and a business, a holistic work of freedom, something that you don't want to have to take a vacation from because you enjoy it. So the Make More Time Masterclass, $200 right now, it will allow you to see how you can build a life of freedom using your talent, your tools, your technology, so that it doesn't overwhelm. It's my 4-part session. For any more information, check the description below. Let's simplify work so that we have more freedom for what matters most, for ourselves, for those we care about, and for our future. Thanks so much. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm here with you. I'm here for you. So let's build a life that we love.